as I've been saying for the last year or so, whenever I started this presentation series, everyone thinks that something's going to happen and it's going to click, bam, I get it. Okay, I fully understand this trading. You know, here's the thing. If you ever feel like that, you're going to get your ass handed to you fairly quickly. And I was doing some cleaning up an article actually yesterday, which I'll put out soon, maybe early next week. And it's I forget the name of it, but it was like do these 5 things in your next trade. And one of the things that was in there was like when you think you have it all figured out, it's usually right before, again, you get your ass handed to you. And I can think of 2 specific situations, and there's been plenty of them, believe me. But in 2 situations, they had 2 people who absolutely printed money. And in both cases, I said, pay off your mortgage. Okay. Now you have a free place to live. Keep a little money out and trade that money. And if you're that good, do it again. And in both cases, they were like, well, I'm gonna wait till I get another 5 million, and then I'm gonna do that. I'm like, okay. It's like, right now you're feeling pretty smug. You might just want to have a free place to live, because if you blow up the rest of your account, hey, you got a place to live, just saying. Anyway, everybody thinks it's gonna be a big epiphany. Usually it is not. It's really a million little things. And this week is so, because I was like, what am I gonna say? What am I saying? What am I gonna say? And then I saw a mistake I made. I'm like, well, that's my million little thing for this week. And I thought, well, this is such a little thing, it's not worth even mentioning. It's like, well, wait a minute, Dave. It's a million little things, and it really is. And another thing I was thinking right before it went live is, it's a million little things in life. It's a million little things in business. Just easy decisions, hard life, hard decisions, easy life. Just if you do something when you have to do it, then down the road, it's not going to be as bad, or you won't have to deal with it. But tiny little things, showing up, get to the gym every day, do just a million little things to be successful in trading and life. Anyway, this week, number 768,254, unless it's a crazy ways away, and I'll show you an example of that, work to try to survive the 30 EMA. Now, here's the example. About a week or so ago, or 2 weeks ago, I bought this shitcoin, SHYT, and it did okay the first day I was in, and then it starts to implode. And I seem to remember, and I can go back and look at my trading journal, I don't really journal these crypto trades, and I should, so a million little things, right? So journal all your trading is what, maybe next week we'll talk about that, a week after. But anyway, I remember thinking, you know what? These altcoins aren't doing that well. Bitcoin's not doing that well. I'm in a bad mood for whatever reason, or what's going on. And maybe some other trades in stocks that went wrong. And these are extraneous influences. We talk about that a lot, I should say. And I said, I'm just going to get out of this thing. And so I got out, and of course it reversed shortly after I got out. And when I did my relative strength sort on the altcoins, this thing came up toward the top of the list. And I'm like, oh. And you can see this is where I got in. This was the initial profit target. And this is where I decided to bail out. It's like, this thing's failing, no need to stick around. And so it turned into a losing trade, and this should have been a winner, and I should still be in it, okay? But anyway, you can see it wasn't that far away from the 30 EMA. So at the least, I should have said, well, Dave, let's see if we could survive down to the 30 EMA. It's only like a penny more in this particular case. Maybe put a hard stop below that 30 EMA and go about your life. Just kind of backing into something here. The beauty of a hard stop in this particular case is that your trading becomes hands-off, okay? So that trailing stop we talked about earlier, and it's kind of cool if you think about it. It's like, I'm super proud. The more I think about it, the prouder I am of that ogre trade, not because I made a lot of money on it, you know, $167 here. I might have made a little bit more somewhere else, but I'm not enough to brag about, believe me. But it's like, you know what? That was pretty easy trading. It's like, just don't look at it. You know, it's like, put it on and don't look at it and let it go. So had I just put in a hard stop below that 30 EMA, in this particular case, I'd still be in this trade, probably. Now, this is the aforementioned TFPM, and you can see that our stop at break even is actually below the 30 EMA, so that's a good thing. So I wanted to show you this one because you don't necessarily want to be at the 30 EMA if it's fairly close to price and you're trend following, okay? And if your system has your stop below that 30 EMA, then that's great. But my point is, if you don't have a stop in place to begin with, the 30 EMA is a good place to start. Try to get it below that 30 EMA if you can. Now, I just grabbed a random chart, which happened to be up on the screen at the time, and this is the S&P 500, and you can see the Landry light down below. And look at all this trading down up from around 6,000 all the way down to 4,000 handle, I guess 4,500 or so. And that was all contained, so to speak, with Landry light below the 30 EMA. So you could see you had like 50 bars down here where the highs are less than the moving average. Now, if you take a look at the distance at this particular time, this distance was very, very, very extreme. So let's say you were short this market, you probably wouldn't want to have a stop way, 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 way up there. But my point is, once you get into a longer term trend or even a shorter term trend, if the 30 EMA is not that far away, then try to at least survive the 30 EMA. Okay, so it's not a hard and fast rule is the point I'm trying to make, but it's kind of a general rule that can help to keep you on the right side of the market. So all you have to do is look at the Landry light in this particular case, and so far we've been above that 30 positive Landry light. Today will give us one more day, so that'd be 30 days that we've been with positive Landry light, lows greater than the moving average. When a market trend, something as simple as this can keep you in the trend. So that's kind of a short, sweet lesson, but work to at least survive the 30 EMA.